morning, and welcome to episode 781 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, September 28th. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. And today we're talking about a big legal case in the cup of coffee, some haunting local news, and international stories. Where are those taking us, Mark?
We have three interesting characters. You're going to want to, very interesting characters. If you think of an interesting character in your head, or then more interesting than that.
All around the globe.
All around the globe.
Fantastic.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Also, cheers, Wes, the new mugs.
Cheers.
From store.hardfactor.com. Wes has got the half a pack with Wes mug. I've got the cheat on the news mug.
Oh, it is lovely.
Really good.
It really does, Pat. In person,
Really
it's
got
crisp.
the Starbucks mug.
Beautiful.
Starbucks. Oh, wait. Never mind. Buy our mugs. Wait, never mind.
Follow at Hard Factor News on all socials. Patreon.com/Hard Factor for bonus podcasts. Anything else, boys? Any other topics du jour before we hop in?
No, I'm all jammed up. I could use a rub and tug in New York right now. I'm so full of jam. Let's do it.
You want me to go for you?
You want me to? You want to rub?
Yeah.
I would like that if you did and told us about the experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want to go and then report? Yeah.
Right. You're
I am
saying
a
live
journalist.
vicariously. Yeah.
Yes, that's fine.
For
Yeah,
journalism and also so that Mark can feel like he got his off too, right?
Yeah, I'd rather you than me. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could get up.
You could.
For it.
I know you could.
You could definitely
Come on, Wes.
do it.
I don't like the boners at strip clubs that
Yeah,
much.
but you're in a closed room
Yeah.
with the chick who's using lotion.
You can
to-
take as much
to
time
back
as you
off.
want, and you're never going to see her again. So you can be as flaccid as you want for as long as you want until you get it up, and then you're up. You know?
Trust us, Wes.
Yeah.
About
Yeah,
you.
Okay.
You do just fine, buddy.
Speaking of getting it up, yeah, you'd be fine.
You're probably right.
That was his code for he's already done it. He's just a little sneaky.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it.
I'd tell you if I'd already had it.
Oh yeah. True.
I don't think if someone sent me a gift certificate that I could, put it to good use.
I don't think the one on 8th Street works very well down in Manhattan.
I don't think I'd look huge in her tiny Asian hands.
That's right.
Come on.
Yeah, probably couldn't do it. No, you could, Wes. You'd be good. You'd be good. All right, let's do the news. Cup of coffee in the big time is up first.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Holidays, history, and trending news. But first, a fun fact. Did you guys know that the largest orca on record was 32 feet long and weighed 22,000 pounds?
It can't be 22,000 pounds.
22,000 pounds, yes.
32 feet long?
32 feet long. It's like a school bus kind
Yeah.
of. And
Buy
then
it.
22,000 pounds.
That's
Yep.
terrifying.
It also has a top speed of 34 miles an hour.
So faster than Michael Phelps can swim.
Yeah.
Oh, way faster.
Way faster than Usain Bolt coming at you. That fast.
Did you see? We keep getting crap because they're in the part of the dolphin family, but they're like whales.
No, yeah, I got more facts. Also, the name killer whales originates from old fishermen seeing them hunt whales in packs of up to 50 because, Mark, they are actually just giant dolphins. There are 0 recorded human deaths from being eaten by an orca, but they do attack boats and fuck with people, like slapping them and shit. But they're also the only thing that hunts great white sharks, who have eaten at least 52 people to death. So,
I mean, you can't really be like, there are 0 recorded deaths of the animal called a killer something, right? You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
oh, yeah,
Well,
why do you think there's no deaths recorded? Because
just saying, have I brought you guys around on them? a
No,
little
they
bit?
hunt.
leave
They
no
hunt.
witnesses.
They destroy. Look, no one's a shark. No one's a shark guy here. Why can't sharks and whales both be dicks?
I'm a shark guy.
You guys
you're
are
a big
against
shark
all
guy?
of them?
Yeah, I'm a
against
big
all
time
of them.
against
And these
shark
are
and
dolphins,
whales.
though. So you're against whales,
They're
dolphins, and sharks.
these are like dolphins, like Razar and whoever else from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2. Secret of the Ooze is a turtle and a rat.
Yeah.
You know?
Like a lion is a fucking
Yeah.
cat.
Splinter?
Like a house cat is a lion. You know, like come on, they're not dolphins.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. No, it's just, I'm not gonna stop my killer whale campaign.
I don't think you should. I will say though, Will, whale facts are sweet, but I feel like we kind of got them out of the way in elementary school. Like I'm never wowed by a whale fact,
I mean, that's pretty impressive, though. 34 miles an hour and being that big, 32 feet long, 22,000 pounds.
I'm even more impressed by
That's
them.
impressed.
But I'm not like. I still fear them. Yeah.
Scary.
That doesn't impress you?
It's scary.
Dude,
don't
it's
impress
in the
me
water.
much. Meow, meow.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't impress me that,
okay.
that they go fast in the water. Ooh, it's fucking real cool, man. Cheetahs go fast on land. That's
cool.
impressive, bro. 60.
Yeah, but they're not huge like that.
Yeah, it's just like if a cheetah was like 75 times the size.
And what
of
if a cheetah was the size of an elephant?
Well, if you asked me how long the biggest killer whale was, I wouldn't have gotten past 20 feet.
It doesn't
No.
matter how big you are. in the
15. I would have said 15 feet. 15. You're talking about 15 feet, right?
Yeah, 15 max.
Must have been a male. The males are bigger than the females. Very
I wouldn't have got the weight right
family-oriented.
either.
Okay,
Yeah.
moving on. September 28th, holidays. Nothing you need to know about. I'm going to flash the ones up there so you can read them, guys, if you want to. But really just National Register to Vote Day is the only one I would say.
Drink beer day is cool.
Drink beer day is good. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Cold
I mean,
old duels.
yeah, like strawberry cream pie is one of the days. World Rabies Day is another one. There's like a fish tank thing.
Just drink beer
It's-
day and register to vote. That's
There
the
you
two,
go.
The two big ones, yeah.
Dude, rabies. If you guys want, rabies is one of the most fucked up viruses out there. The way
That's why
that
they
it
had
acts,
the run for the cure in the office.
dude, the
right?
way that it works in people's minds and animals' minds is the devil. The
Hey,
devil
Wes,
created rabies.
I think
Ever,
this
you
is
ever
like
ran across a rabid animal in the
this
woods?
is stuff that should be at the top or the fun fact section. Just saying,
Sorry.
like,
I'm just saying.
just
Stuff
kind
you
of.
should-
We already gave the fun fact of the day.
Okay. Well, I'm just
Save it.
Rabies is
commenting on
crazy.
Save
how
it.
crazy
Write it down.
rabies is.
Save it. Save it.
Rabies is
I
crazy.
want to hear
Tomorrow,
more.
yeah.
I just.
Okay.
I'll
Fair enough.
go bring you guys a rabies fact tomorrow. All right. Today in history, September 28th, in 1542, California was discovered by Spanish explorer Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. He landed near San Diego.
Nice
17.
spot.
Yeah.
Nice spot to land. Beautiful.
Do you think he was like?
He's like, oh, it feels beautiful here.
Do you think he was like, this is pretty good, but
think
we
he
do
liked-
better?
I think he liked the climate of San Diego.
He probably should have just stayed there. I didn't
Yeah.
read if he stayed there or not. But,
We will build a great zoo here
one day.
one day.
In 1781, September 28th, the siege of Yorktown began in the Revolutionary War, which was like the last push for the Americans to win. In 1920, September 28th, 8 members of the White Sox were indicted by a grand jury on charges they threw the 1919 World Series to the Reds, and that's the Black Sox scandal.
Shoeless Joe was on that team.
Yeah, he never wore shoes. Son of a bitch never wore shoes. Running around the bases shoeless.
He didn't give a shit about herpes.
Yeah,
I mean, sorry, rabies.
Athlete's foot, rabies, yeah. The whole
Yeah,
nine.
tetanus. Yeah.
Tetanus is there. You go.
Yeah.
Tetanus would be the one.
It's because he lost his shoe one time, right?
And he made a big stink about it, apparently. To the point he got a nickname. Where's my shoe?
I don't answer to just Joe no more.
All right, Joe, we know you're one of the better players on the team, but you think you can afford a new shoe?
You see what happened back there with my shoe?
Yeah.
Baseball would suck to play shoeless.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine.
Cleats
Toes would just be like always
sliding into the bag, breaking a toe.
horrible. And then in 2008, September 28th, SpaceX launched the liquid-fueled Falcon 1 into orbit, making it the first private company to do so. That's one day after China's first spacewalk ever. So, keeping score.
Got him.
Moving on to the trending news. Honorable mentions. Google did something very hilarious, which was make their 23rd birthday and a $5 billion antitrust fine that they're appealing against the EU the top 2 trends on Monday. So Google claims that 10 million plus people were reading about their lawsuit and that 2 million plus were interested in their birthday. Just
Yeah.
flexing on the rest of the internet. Because
I'm not going to even say the person that was below them, who's probably number one in the buzz. I would
definitely number
imagine.
one.
Yeah,
No.
okay. There's no way 20 times more people were interested in their lawsuit than the guy who's number one today.
Yeah.
I'll give you that, Will. I will give you that.
So funny.
That is internet manipulation.
That's Google flexing
that I
on
will
everybody.
gladly. I will say that.
It's not possible. 20 times more interested.
10
I don't
million
think so.
people looking up their loss.
I mean, where they screwed up was their birthday. That's where they screwed up. The lawsuit could have at least maybe been believable.
Look,
but the birthday thing, man,
You have
right
to
there
fluff
next to the lawsuit.
The person who's number one,
Hey, you
today's
own the
numbers
search.
need to be comparable. I'm sorry.
It's good to be the king. Yeah, it's true. They should have made it more believable.
Yeah.
But good to be the king, and Google is the king of the internet, and they're showing off. Also, friend of the show, Roger Sollenberger, his new article in the Daily Beast about Matt Gaetz beefing up his legal defense team trended on Twitter. So check that out if you're so
Congrats,
inclined.
Roger.
I got to give Roger some props for slipping. He kept referring to Matt Gaetz as Florida man Matt Gaetz
Hell yeah.
multiple
go.
times in the
Sneaky.
article.
Yeah, it looks like he is beefing up his team. I read most of the article. Roger likes to write them long, but I read most of it. And
In depth.
he's got quite the team of all-star lawyers.
He does.
Heavy
So maybe
hitters.
he's bracing for a storm. Who knows?
I didn't even have to read it, man. I had a robot read it to me, and I didn't mind.
You like the
Really?
robot voice? You can deal with it?
I can deal. There's an option on the Daily Beast website now. Just hit play. You want to listen to this article? And I'm used to on NPR. It's actually someone reading it to you, a human, but
This
not.
is why
They can't
50%
afford
of
that.
people said they're going to fuck robots. This
Yeah.
is why.
Well, Mark, I mean, it's actually 100. The other 50 are just like, I'm not going to say it till it's vogue.
You call me a liar.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm calling most people that say they're
Call me a
never
liar?
going to fuck a robot.
Yeah,
We'll see.
everyone's gonna fuck a robot, dude.
I don't even want to hear
People
the robot.
shunned lobster at one point, you know?
Did they?
Oh yeah.
People
Thought
shunned
it was a
lobster?
bug.
Yeah. I thought it was for poor people.
Observant Jews still shun it.
It's true.
I mean, I'd
It's a great
gladly,
comparison.
gladly eat a lobster.
All right. Top three trending stories. Number 3, Josh Gordon is now on the Chiefs in the NFL. This is after the NFL rescinded his ban from the league for 6 lifetime suspensions last year, mostly
6
for
lifetime suspensions. That fell pretty quick.
Yeah, so they let him back in after those 6 that were mostly for weed, and then they banned him again last year until this last week, and now he's unbanned again, and now he's on the Chiefs.
You're banned for 6 lifetimes.
Yeah, what is that? 12 years? in
Oh,
the
no,
NFL?
I mean 6, like he had 6 suspensions lifetime. So they just kicked him out of the league forever. Then they took that back, let him go to the Seahawks. Then they banned him again. And then they took it back again last week. And now he's on the Chiefs.
Is that the most stoned team, the Seahawks? Do you think, like historically?
The Seahawks?
I feel like they've
maybe
always got
when
some-
Marshawn was there.
Yeah, you're thinking of Marshawn.
I'm mostly
Maybe
thinking
when
of Marshawn.
Marshawn was there. But yeah, I think nowadays Gordon would have been the top. I think the Chiefs, taking it to the internet, VP of Hard Factor Football Operations, PFT commenter says, Kansas City Chiefs IMO, but Chiefs is CHEEFS, like you're chiefing on
like Chief Keef,
Yeah, that's the Chiefs probably.
Bang, bang.
like the Joint Chiefs.
Exactly, like General Milley over there.
Yeah.
Speaking of football, the Birds versus the Boys going on as we tape.
Go Birds. Hope we won.
You nervous, Mark?
Hope they won. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous every time that the Eagles play this year. They looked great week 1. They laid an egg week 2, and the Cowboys have a good offense. So yeah, I'm nervous. I hope they won.
I don't blame you. I hope both teams lost somehow. That'd be great.
You guys are rooting for a tie.
It's happened with the Eagles, actually.
They both tied. They didn't both lose. Can't both lose.
Tie'd be great. Number 2, the government shutdown clock. So this is the only thing that trended on both Google and Twitter on Monday, besides what we're going to talk about at number 1, and that is the pending government shutdown. So late Monday, Republican senators blocked a standalone bill from the House to raise the debt ceiling. Their reasoning is that they want the Democrats to raise it on their own as part of the spending packages they plan to pass, or they say they'll vote on something else that will avoid a shutdown without raising the debt ceiling. So that's their
It's like
reasoning.
Every fucking 2 years. Like I remember the first government shutdown we heard about, I was
It's a
pretty
big deal.
stressed.
Yeah.
It's like
And then-
it's like every year at this point.
Yeah, it's
maybe
every
even
year.
more frequently.
Yeah,
It's
it's like,
happened at least 4 times since we started the show.
it's like people that tell you that they died right?
Or bankruptcy.
Oh man, I actually died. Like I was dead for like a minute. Like, were you dead?
Yeah.
Because you're here.
You get a lot of those conversations, Pat?
Yeah. How many of those guys have you met?
I mean, I've been in the music business a while, bro.
What bars are you hanging out in? Yeah.
Met a lot of dead guys.
Okay.
So this is what Senate.
You know the guys I'm talking about.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
act like Wes
Of
has
course.
met some dead guys too. I know.
No, they're all just dead.
Yeah, no. They died.
Yeah, they died.
You're talking about
Or
something that's
worse.
like I saw the light while I was down for a couple
Finishers.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finishers. Closers. All right.
Taking it back to Capitol Hill, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says of the government shutdown situation, "We will support a clean, continuing resolution that will prevent a government shutdown. We will not provide Republican votes for raising the debt limit." So that's what he says. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says, "It's one of the most reckless and one of the most irresponsible votes I've seen taken in the Senate. We'll be taking further action to prevent this from happening this week," which they need to, because the government shutdown starts Friday if they can't get something done.
Ooh, that's soon. So is it?
Yeah.
It's basically in politics, especially in like Congress. It's like one side is more flabbergasted than ever before.
Every time. I mean,
every
it's just
single
it's a
time.
fucking
I'm
act.
completely flabbergasted.
It's all
by the other side, and the other side's
strategy and
flabbergasted.
act. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a strategy and act. Strategy and
These
act,
hoes
blah,
are
blah,
burning.
blah.
They're burning us out. To be honest with you, these government hoes.
Well, they always
Yeah.
have been, man. This is
It's-
just same old bullshit.
It's some
They-
cry wolf ass bullshit. You know what I
They
mean?
keep
like-
doing it.
It's like
over and over.
it's like the guy who used to be the host of The Bachelor before they kicked him off for defending the racist chick was like, this season of The Bachelor's the most dramatic yet.
Oh, right. Yeah, it never stops in politics.
stops.
People were like, oh, once Trump's gone, the drama's gone. That's bullshit. It's always there.
Flabbergasted.
Completely flabbergasted. Since I don't have pictures for you guys, because that was about
It's like a reality show teaser. It's an awesome. It's a fantastic analogy. You know.
It is. This session of Congress is even more flabbergasting than the last one
And then they come
real
back.
flabbergasted
on this
levels.
season of Congress. Yeah.
And since I didn't have pictures for you guys, since that was just about the Senate, here's a picture of Joe Biden's extremely hairy upper arm.
There's no way
when-
that's real.
Yep.
Can you zoom in on that?
As he was getting his COVID booster shot on Monday.
Come on.
And it's
that's
a pretty,
Photoshop.
it's an impressive upper arm of hair.
It looks wolfish.
It looks like he got his leg skin
Canine.
transplanted onto his arm skin. Is what it looks like.
Yeah. Like
No wonder kids used to like brush his hair, you know?
Yeah. he's-
No wonder.
I mean,
it
that's the
makes
type
a lot
of
more
arm.
sense now.
That's the type of arm that only
It's lichen.
does bench press reps with concrete weights. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He only does old school exercises with that.
he
hair.
wears sweatpants shorts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He keeps that hair around. The kids
With
love
full
it.
sweatpants.
Yeah, that arm's never seen a fitness machine. All free weights, baby.
I didn't know
for
Joe
once.
was so hairy.
That's
surprising.
incredibly hairy.
Probably for good reason, honestly, Will, that you didn't know. Because if you're that hairy,
Yeah,
you're
you keep
covering
the
it
long sleeves on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Petty's-
talked about it before. I bet the kids love it.
Petty's got a bush in his rear end too.
Oh my
an ass
god!
bush.
When you get older, you don't shave your bush. Why?
No.
You know,
He's got bush in the front and the back. He's got ear hair.
it's
He's
like
got
a
lot of
white
hair.
A
fire.
lot of ear
Yeah.
hair. A lot of ear hair. All right. And number one, the cream of the crop today,
The cream of the crop!
R. Kelly was found guilty on all charges he was facing
Thank
in
God.
New York,
Good.
including sexual exploitation of a child, racketeering, and multiple counts of sex trafficking on Monday. Now, here he is in court, so you guys can see, looking pretty forlorn.
Yeah.
He's scheduled to be sentenced in New York on May 4th. Seems like that's going to be a long one, probably. But he still has additional sexual assault on minors charges, multiple pending in Chicago, and a prostitution with a minor charge in Minnesota pending as well. And it looks like no amount of belief will let Mr. Kelly fly away from the courtroom this time. He's going to be in prison for a while. And that's today's Cup of Coffee in the Big Time, which was brought to you by WordTune. WordTune is the AI tool that can help you and your business construct better sentences on anything you ever need written. Businesses waste over $400 billion a year on bad writing, but other businesses who can write clearly and impress customers stand to make money on every single interaction. That's where WordTune comes into play. And for our listeners that want to improve their entire team's writing, right now, WordTune Teams is 50% off. That's 50%. It's an easy to use tool. Just highlight your drafted text, and WordTune gives you endless options on how to write it professionally. And it just so simple. Once you install it, boom, you're using it, and it's helping you write better. WordTune improves writing efficiency up to 4 times. Better, faster writing means better business. When can your team use WordTune? WordTune improves performance on any project, everything from internal emails to press releases, sales outreach to customer service, support, and so much more.
Yeah,
You can
every
use
damn day, multiple times a day is the answer to that.
anytime
question.
you write.
Yeah,
Exactly. You can use WordTune anywhere you're writing online, including Google Docs, Slack, Outlook Web, and WhatsApp. And right now, for our listeners, get 50% off WordTune for teams at wordtune.com/hardfactor. If you want to see the benefit of WordTune, you can try WordTune for free at wordtune.com/hardfactor. But this 50% discount is only available for a limited time and only available for teams. You might never see a discount like this again. Your team can start writing better right away for 50% off, and that's half price at wordtune.com/hardfactor.
Nice.
All right, guys. Halloween is still over a month away, not even October yet. But don't tell that to the freaks in my neighborhood who have already begun putting up their giant spider webs and their trees and monsters in their front yard.
Well, when's acceptable then, Wes?
Listen, these people, as soon as the weather
Late
breaks,
September's fine.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, well,
Freaks.
whatever.
You say?
Yeah,
What are you saying?
freaks.
Only October is the only time you can have
Listen,
Halloween up?
I don't think
Listen.
Wes has seen your Halloween display, Mark.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, well, you got a big one up.
Every
Not yet,
year,
Not
you
yet, but my
fucking
neighbor. I talked
shitty
about it.
friend.
Yes, my neighbor has his up, and I talked to my wife about it. She's like, "Do you want to take out the giant eyeball, the thing from Walmart that we got? That's a giant eyeball that spins." And I was like, "Yes."
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Well, there you go.
I've
You're
already
part
got
of
the
problem.
old like pumpkin situation going on over one of the fireplaces.
Yeah.
Brought in the decor.
That's inside your house, though, right?
inside
No,
for now,
for
but
only you
outside's
to
going
enjoy it, but
this
outside's
weekend.
for everyone
This
to
weekend,
Listen,
outside's going
October
up.
1st is fine, okay? But they're going to leave it up until fucking, Christmas time. They might not take it down at all.
Spider webs all year round.
Oh, it
Giant
rains.
spider webs.
It just rains, and then it's just disgusting. It's the same. It's fucking ridiculous. Can you imagine trying to sell your house, and then Halloween comes around, and bam, your next door neighbor has like webs in their front yard and like a motion activated animatronic doll that
I'm not
screams
moving
on
here.
you.
I'm not moving here. They do this year round, don't they?
Yeah, I don't want to have this much fun.
Yeah, I don't think so.
How long does he leave that up?
You think
The screaming witch.
I'll be honest with you,
resale
honey.
value? Your neighbor being doing the holidays.
I like holiday cheer, but this is a bit much.
It's got the laser eyes pointing through your glass window.
Yeah,
Let's just stay in California, hon.
you drop your coffee every day. Yeah, it's terrible. The seller's worst
the
nightmare.
motion activated coffin thing is the
Yeah.
worst.
Oh, it's insane.
It's like a hand. It's like R.I.P. And you never see it coming.
Yeah, they get me at Costco sometimes. Not to mention Instacart or Amazon Prime. People hate that shit too. And look, I like Halloween, as we know from some of
Do
the questionably gay costumes I used to wear as a kid.
Okay.
But for fuck's sake, people, it's 1 month max on the giant webs, please. Anyway, with Halloween decorations and department stores randomly turning into costume stores, also come pop up haunted houses, like the real big professional ones they advertise on TV or billboards. House of Torment, all that shit. You guys ever been to one of these big professional haunted houses?
I haven't, but I do
have.
send cease and desist letters to them at least once a week.
Oh, right, for
Oh.
chainsaw.
Pat
That
Pat
makes a lot of
claims
sense.
every time we do a story on these, Pat claims that his friend has the #1 scariest haunted house, not the ones reported.
Well,
in
how
the
come
news.
you haven't been, Pat?
Yeah.
These things are kind of fun.
I've been to Darkwood Manor in Luray, Virginia. It's the
Is that
third
the one you're
biggest
talking
haunted
about?
house on the East Coast. Absolutely.
well, there you go.
And you've gone through. Okay.
I said biggest, right? Okay.
Okay, biggest.
In
Gotcha.
volume signs.
House of Torment in Austin's a big one.
It is.
House of Torment in child voice. House of
freaky.
Torment.
They're pretty fun. I forget where I went to.
They do them in like mall parking lots and like
Exactly.
Connex boxes.
Yeah, I think I went to one in Baton Rouge in a mall parking lot.
Yeah, they're big. I went like 3 years ago with my girlfriend. The House of Torment in Austin, paid like $30 fast pass to waltz by all the poor Halloween freaks.
Gonna
teenagers.
say it's about a
Yeah.
3-hour wait, so that was a good call.
You got to get the fast pass. I mean, it was fun. Your girl's like clutching to you. You both get into it. You have some genuine scares, good times overall. But the one thing that makes it even better time is that absolutely nothing is going to happen to you inside. They aren't going to get, you aren't going to get chainsawed to death. You won't get eaten by a zombie. The werewolf is just a guy in a suit, et cetera, et cetera. But you play along.
Just Biden with a sleeve up.
Yeah.
Biden shirtless.
You play along.
Mask on.
This is volunteer work.
That was a hairy arm, man.
Yeah, he's just doing wind sprints. But again, it's more fun to play along. No real danger of being harmed is coming your way. Otherwise, nobody would go, right? Nobody would go if the werewolf was real. You know what I mean?
True. Good point.
Yeah. Nobody would go. So we'll try telling that to one 11-year-old boy who went to the 7 floors of hell haunted house in Berea, Ohio. And here is the local news story.
My son was stabbed.
Talk about scary. That's the mother of an 11-year-old boy who was stabbed by a worker at a haunted house at the Berea Fairgrounds.
One of the workers is walking around with a real knife.
You heard right, a real knife. Mom is obviously concerned about her son being hurt, and the frightening incident gets worse.
The knife is very rusty and doesn't look sanitary.
He was wearing a pair of Croc sandals, and the knife had penetrated the sandal and cut his toe.
The actor, Christopher Pogorzelski, you might say, took his role a little too seriously. The 22-year-old apparently didn't follow the safety and warning rules, especially the one that reads, "No touching the actors, they won't touch you."
Normally they're using rubberized props for such a incident to try to scare the attendees at the event.
He lost his fake
Obviously,
knife.
a poor decision on his part to bring a real knife to the fairgrounds. And he's been criminally charged with negligent assault as a result of making that decision.
It's a poor decision to wear open-toed shoes to a fucking haunted house, you fucking idiot.
Well, I mean, it's
True.
a 2-year-old.
It's 11-year-old.
11-year-old.
It's part of the deal. You're going for a little scare. You wear closed-toed shoes. You fucking idiot, man.
Yeah, I think you give him his money back and call it a wash.
Yeah, and it's like,
His
what do you
toe
expect
didn't look
from
that
these-
bad, by the way, to the people who are just listening. His
Yeah.
toe was just like, I mean, it wasn't
It was
like
blood.
It was cut.
they cut someone's toe.
So the initial cut doesn't look bad, but if it was rusty, it could get real bad real quick. That's for sure.
It's a giant Bowie knife that he brought. It's like a 12-inch blade Bowie knife.
No, it's an 8-inch hunting knife.
Whatever. Who gives a fuck? It's a real knife. So how it happened is this 11-year-old was in the haunted house, and this actor, this 22-year-old Christopher Pogorzelski, was doing his thing, trying to scare them. And the kid turned around and was like being a smart ass, like, "Oh, look at you, you fucking loser with a fake knife in a haunted house scaring kids.
yeah.
You big
Yes,
loser.
that
You don't
happens.
scare me, you
Yes.
big loser.
Yes.
Bet you live at home with your parents. Bet you have a really I bet you have a really Polish last name or something too." And and that set Chris off. And he was like, "Oh yeah, fake, huh? Loser, huh? You got me with live with parents in Polish, but watch this, you little fuck." So then to show him how much of a loser he wasn't and how real the knife was, he started scraping the real Bowie knife on the ground in front of him and started stabbing the ground, probably like trying to generate some sparks or something.
Ooh.
But instead, he accidentally stabbed the kid through the Crocs, and you saw the bloody toe.
Oh, he actually did that with his hand. I was thinking he had dropped it on the kid's toe.
No, he's stabbing around them.
He's stabbing.
No. He needs to be locked up. Yeah.
Nutsky over here.
Yeah, no,
That's,
Nutsky, yeah.
What do you want, man? This is like, it's a tough job. Okay, there's not a million Chris's out there. Okay, and
There
he's
definitely
young.
are people that can be an
He's
actor.
learning.
Listen, they fill these roles up quick every town, I guarantee it.
Dude, there's no way, absolutely. But
It's cash only, probably high dollar per hour.
Hey,
you
Dumsky, you're
Yeah.
fired.
yeah, exactly.
these guys, I would say of any profession, I'd wager this. And y'all listening in the Hive, if I'm wrong, tell me. But I would say highest percentage of employees that have a proper vape rig
Oh yeah.
are guys that work at haunted houses.
Yeah,
For sure.
Like a
But
pro
why-
rig.
But wait, why are you saying that's hard to replace?
I'm just saying that's some people might say no, it's video store dudes or like laser tag employees, but like I think it's haunted house employees have the
seasonal.
most per capita high end dab rig.
They
Yeah,
should
they-
have a cloud chasing tournament between those places of employment. That'd be a good TV show, honestly.
They would have some impressive clouds.
You know they're blowing clouds in there. Anyway,
this happens. Well, this happens all the time. Though, do you guys not remember going to haunted houses when you were like between 11 and 14, 13?
Yeah.
Do you remember you and your friends?
Talking
a little shit
back,
to the
back
people?
at the Herndon Festival. I think they used to have, or back in our hometown, like they used to have like one of these pop up, and I remember. Definitely being rude to people inside there.
It's because it's theater kids under the mask, and you can tell.
My group of friends got chased by like a 20-year-old working with a fake chainsaw after the event because we pissed him off so much. He came outside around the exit and was like, "I'll fucking kill you, kids!" Like because we got him so worked up. We did the numbnutski to him. Yeah,
right, exactly. So Rodney Geffert, who owns Night Scream Entertainment, said, "Quote: We upgraded their tickets. They went through all the houses. They had a great time when they were done. We've been in business 21 years. We're very safe, and it's just something that." The actor foolishly did on his own. He said he was apologetic and stayed with the boy the whole time to help take his shoe off. It was an accident. If you consider an accident something you could be totally avoided if you hadn't brought a real knife and started stabbing at the boy's feet to prove him wrong. Right. And then Rodney Geffert then had an immediate meeting with the hiring staff. And here's the exclusive audio from that meeting. All right, folks. All right, gather around, idiots. Listen up. I think we all know what happened here tonight. One of you morons stabbed the kid, right? Is that what happened? One of you morons brought a real knife and stabbed the kid in the foot, okay? Listen, I got a business to run here. You think I can run the business if one of you morons is stabbing kids in the foot? Huh? No. And listen, you managers, I'm looking at you. If you see anyone on the application and their last name ends with SKI, toss it in the trash. Understand?
Come on.
No more skis here. You got it?
Damn.
If I introduce myself and someone says their last name ends in ski, you're fired. You understand me?
What's the answer?
Damn.
He's just anti-bullish.
Brutal leaked audio, Wes.
Yeah, that was
man.
tough.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The trash.
They're reacting by getting rid of all Polish employees.
All Polish employees got to go.
Probably a good move.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Safety first.
So that's that. Be careful out there in those haunted houses. All right, guys, let's take care of some business. Now that the world's opening back up, so many new thrills are on the horizon. And whether you've been in a relationship for years or just getting started, we're excited to get back out there and meet new people. When the moment comes, you want to be ready. Roman ready. Go to getroman.com/hardfactor now to talk to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for erectile dysfunction, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. Roman ready equals confidence, the confidence that you know you can rise to the occasion in the moment. You know what I mean? The U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, it ships to you for free with 2-day shipping. The whole process is straightforward, convenient, and discreet. Remember, discreet. Getting started is simple. Just go to getroman.com/hardfactor and complete an online visit. Take care of your ED without leaving your home. Complete an online visit today to connect with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional and take care of it. Go to getroman.com/hardfactor today. And if you're prescribed, get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. Make sure you're ready to have the confidence and control this fall. Roman ready.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I've been waiting all show to hear this.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Thank you, Darcel. Don't ever leave me. Okay. We have 3 very interesting characters today. Like I said, one from Germany, one in Suriname, and one in China. So let's dig in. Apparently, investing in crypto is pretty easy, guys. Yeah, it's so easy a caveman could do it. Just kidding. Don't sue me, Geico. It's even easier than that. It's so easy a hamster can do it. Meet Mr. Goxx. Here's his setup here. Mr. Goxx, there he is in the wheel. Wait, there he is. Stop. Wait, don't compete with me there. I got it. Meet Mr. Goxx, a hamster from Germany that has been trading cryptocurrency since June and has seen his funds increase by over 20%. He's up big, guys.
Monitor there?
Oh yeah, check it out. How could he not be up?
He's on a wheel and he's got
desk.
a little.
Look at his little desk.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Chasing
Impressive.
candles.
Look at
that little desk.
Big charts and desks.
He's got
amazing.
He's got little wooden charts. He's got a little wooden chair. How could he not be up? He means business, guys. Wow. Yeah, so basically every morning what happens is Mr. Goxx gets into his intention wheel. So like we'll look at his setup again. He gets in the intention wheel, and the intention wheel on his little divots has the name of different cryptocurrencies listed on it. And when he stops to get off his wheel, the ticker points to a particular cryptocurrency. He then runs between either the buy or sell tubes. He has a buy and sell tube. And then automatically it's programmed that whichever one he went through, they will either buy or sell the stock his intention wheel is stuck on.
Yes.
And he is up big.
20% on the year?
Every single time since June. He just started in June. He's up on the year. Yeah.
On 3 months.
Every
Those
single
are-
time.
Those are Madoff-like returns.
Yes, they are, Pat. Every time he runs through, they do a buy or sell. He's up more than the FTSE 100, more than the Dow Jones, and more than Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway during that same period of time. The hamster on the wheel, Mr. Goxx, knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Goxx Capital.
I got to ask why they called him Mr. Goxx. Goxx in crypto has a bad omen. Bad
As a joke,
name.
yes, because the Goxx Mountain, because of the
Mount Goxx that got
everyone got
hacked.
stolen. Everyone got that's exactly why, Pat. It's a joke.
I think Mr. Goxx is a complete joke.
It's a joke,
Perhaps
Pat.
even making
Yeah.
fun of all of crypto.
It
But
sure
yes.
is. It sure is, and it's making fun of human beings as well.
Yes.
His two 30-year-old German owners
I
and
love Mr. Goxx. He's the best.
financiers said, we were joking about whether my hamster would be able to make smarter investment decisions than we humans do. Guess what? It turns out he can. Maybe China would reverse their decision to make all cryptocurrency transactions illegal if they just let the hamsters make the decisions for them.
Mm-hmm. I agree. You know what this is like? This is PMT Larry, except for crypto.
Yes.
They did a Larry for
Gets
crypto and named it
results.
Mr. Goxx and a hamster.
It's similar. And the hamster is just making money. You can also just follow him on his Twitch and Twitter. I got a tweet from Mr. Goxx's account. It says, Mr. Goxx has concluded his office hours for tonight with one order placed. He only did one that day. Career performance is he's up 63.27 euros or 19.41%. Disclaimer, he's not a financial advisor, but you can follow him on Twitch and just follow his moves and be up 20%.
He's live streaming all the time, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mr. Goxx.
I was gonna say if they charge you for Mr. Goxx picks and
No, he's
you're
live streaming.
paying for it.
He's giving out free picks.
You'd pay him. Wes.
Badass, man.
Yeah, probably. He's 20% up. What are you kidding me?
Mr. Goxx is sharp.
I might start following him.
We got it. I don't know if
Better
we.
than me.
Wes, have you ever told the story? Now's not the time, but
Hmm.
maybe we could do it on the next time hour of your foray into buying picks over the phone.
Oh yeah, you mean the gambling picks?
Mm-hmm.
Was it college
Yeah.
football picks?
It was. It was NFL picks. It was
Wes calling the number and getting picks for dollars.
It was everything.
How much were you
100
paying?
number?
How much were you paying a pick?
Oh
50
God,
bucks,
I don't
100 bucks a
remember,
pick?
but
Were they
I
good
remember
picks?
I was on every call that every pick person had for like years. I still get them sometimes. Vegas picks, yeah.
Yeah. You're on a couple lists. The idiot.
Yeah.
You're on the Dumskis list.
I think I spent a couple $100 on it.
You and a bunch of Polish people get those phone calls.
That's right.
All right. Next up, I'm sorry, Polish listeners. I'm really giving it to them today. I'd like you to meet. Where is he? I don't have a picture of him yet, but I'd like you to introduce you to Suriname Vice President, 60-year-old Ronnie Brunswik. Let's play Two Truths and a Lie, shall we, with Ronnie. Ronnie is wanted by Interpol. Ronnie has over 50 children, and Ronnie made his professional soccer or football career starting for Inter Mongatopo, the team he owns, against Olympia in the CONCACAF League recently at the age of 60.
Two truths and a lie.
Mm-hmm. So one of those.
50 children.
Anyone else have a guess?
50 children's a lie. I would say 50 children's a lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a
50
guess?
children.
Trick question. They're all true. Three
No.
truths. Ronnie is wanted by Interpol for drug trafficking charges, so he will not be able to play in the second leg of Inter's matchup that he debuted in this past week. Ronnie does have at least 50 kids.
The drug charges and the owning the soccer team, those go together. I guess the 50 kids do too.
Yeah, Ronnie has at least 50 kids, and Ronnie started alongside one of those kids when he played 53 minutes at striker this past week in a 6-0 defeat. Here's Ronnie at kickoff, down 3-0. There he is. A little bit out of shape.
Looks like one of us.
60 años, they say. They can't believe he's playing. First match ever against a bunch of 20-year-olds. Here he is at the kickoff. Oh, there he goes.
He's got his age on the back of his jersey.
Yep, 60.
61. Well, his jersey's 61, but
well, that's what he'll be in a couple weeks.
he's one better than himself. He's
so
even better than himself.
they were down 3-0 at that kickoff. He if the video played a little bit better, he then jogs at about a third the speed of everyone else on the field and calls for the ball like every chance he can get.
He's like DuPont.
Yeah.
He's like DuPont, yeah.
Or Lukashenko when he plays hockey.
Or Putin. Yeah, they
Putin,
let Putin.
exactly.
But except they have respect for Putin. They let him win like 19-0. This guy's got no respect. He got beat 6-0.
6-0.
Man, a rich guy who owns the team, who buys the way out of the team, that's calling for the ball. That's like,
oh, what are you going to do? Not call for the ball?
No, I'm just having part of the team.
You better pass him the fucking ball. Bonus fact, Ronnie used to rob banks in his youth, and a career of robbing banks and drug trafficking gets you paid, and it also gets your boys paid. Here's a video of Ronnie handing out money to the other players on his team that, again, he owns. Just handing out money. Bill. Slapping bills in his face. Bill after bill after bill. Yeah, slapping They start cheering Ronnie on because he's just paying him.
That's an eager line.
Yeah.
You want to be in that line
at the end? Yeah. So there you have it.
Handing out bills.
The team
It's
loves
good to be friends with Ronnie.
Yeah, no wonder they let him on the team without a stink, you know.
Unless he is plotting to get you to take the fall for him. But yeah,
well, right. I mean, he is a drug dealer after all. You could definitely catch some ricochet shots, but you know,
the whole team might get lit up. The team loves Ronnie. Interpol not enamored, but the team big fans.
It's awesome.
Team
I can't believe they were in the CONCACAF tournament. That's insane.
Yeah, he's 60-year-old starting a drug trafficking felon, international criminal, was playing striker for a team in the CONCACAF tournament this past week.
It's a bucket list thing. Yeah, he knows he's going away for a while.
Escobar used to have the teams come and play private games for him. At
he was
prison
basically
that he
in
owned.
Control of the Colombian team, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar. Yeah. All right. So, guys,
but he didn't play. That would have been hilarious if Pablo had gotten on the field.
This guy played 53 minutes. He didn't even go out at halftime.
That's a lot of minutes.
He came back on for the second half. For a little bit.
Love of the game. The game. He wasn't Echeverry the
Marco Echeverry?
Yeah, Pablo's guy, right? Or what? Who was the guy with the giant hair that was on Colombia?
Oh, Valderrama.
Yeah.
I don't know. Valderrama. Yes, yeah. Valderrama's the man. Echeverry was Bolivian, I think.
Okay.
And he won the first couple championships on DC United with John Harkes. Go Eagles. All right. So you guys, soda is bad for you, right? DC United Eagles. I think that's the team. I was at a couple of those championships. Soda is bad for you guys. Did you know that? Look at us. We knew that. Look at us. We didn't learn, but we knew that. It can kill you. Okay. Quite literally. Just ask another guy who hasn't learned, 22-year-old Beijing man who drank an entire 1.5 liter bottle of Coca-Cola on a hot day. Oh, what's that? You can't, because the soda killed him.
What? No.
Yeah.
This is what I was worried about.
A bottle of soda.
Eddie almost did this to himself a bunch of times.
Can you not? So yeah, Eddie who?
The guy I drove around the
homeless Eddie?
The plumber Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
The guy you got paid to babysit for a summer?
Yeah.
He almost killed himself with a soda.
You had to didn't you have to limit his soda intake?
Yes.
Yeah. That's enough, Eddie.
Yeah.
So
cut it out, Eddie.
This guy didn't have a Wes, and it was a hot day in Beijing, and the guy was dehydrated, so he decided to drink a giant bottle of Coca-Cola to quench his thirst while he was dehydrated. Bad idea, because 6 hours later, he ended up in the hospital. He had symptoms of a swollen stomach and severe pain in the stomach. The doctors noticed he had a lack of oxygen to the liver, caused likely by the Coca-Cola, or they call it shock liver when you don't have oxygen going to your liver. Oh. They tried to release gas from his digestive system, which was full of gas, but they were unsuccessful, and the man died later on in the hospital. He had no known underlying health conditions at the age of 22.
That's horrible. R.I.P. Terrible. Yeah. It's kind of like that's got to be a freak accident, right? Because most people aren't going out to a bottle of Coke.
It was the heat, it was just, he was dehydrated, but yeah. So, well, maybe you're right, Will, because here's a quote. It's not necessarily that he died from Coca-Cola. It could have been bacteria that formed a pocket of gas in the intestinal wall, which then leaked into other parts of the body, such as the portal vein, said Professor Nathan Davies, a biochemist at University College of London, from his new red Lamborghini license plate, Cola Boy.
That's a sick car, though. It was worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Definitely wasn't the Coca-Cola that gave him the gas in his intestines that killed him.
You guys have chugged, like, you wake up, maybe you're hungover, you haven't eaten anything all day, and you chug like a Coke, and it just all goes in your belly. It hurts.
Yeah,
like
and you're
shit.
like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah. Kills you.
You could chug Drano would be better than chugging Coca-Cola when you're like that.
Yeah.
That's literally my move. And I don't know. I could chew it. Not like this guy.
Well, that guy's
That's what I'm saying. Some people know how to party, some don't.
That's what I'm saying to you. R.I.P.
But Pat, your gas also smells terrible, so there might be something to it.
Hey, man.
I mean,
Whatever keeps me alive.
He's trained.
Get all that gas out.
That's because he's beating up his intestines left and right. They're trained to they're trained to take a beating. Yeah,
a cheap cut of meat. Skin off my back. Well, we might have lost Mark.
Mark there?
Did we lose Mark?
I think so. He's frozen in the video chat, and it's so hilarious.
That's okay. That's all right.
Looks awesome.
No worries. It happens. Well, let's talk about crowd health. So, did you guys know that more than half of Americans are on a high deductible health insurance plan with co-pays and extremely high monthly premiums? You probably did because you're probably one of them. So, for many people in the U.S., the concern is the cost of health insurance, and there are no good options. And I know that firsthand. So you either go uninsured or you pay through the nose for a high deductible plan with questionable coverage. I don't think I've ever been able to use my insurance for anything, but it's okay. There's an alternative, and it isn't health insurance. It's a better way to pay medical expenses. Crowd Health is a community of people who are tired of paying for a broken system, a place where you can get a simple, flexible, and affordable way to pay for your health care. Being in the Crowd Health community can save hundreds of dollars monthly and put thousands of dollars back in your pocket. It's a membership, like a monthly subscription. Start or stop it when it's convenient for you. Simple and transparent pricing, customized to fit your needs. Crowd Health lowers your monthly healthcare costs, and you can see any doctor you want. Crowd Health gets rid of insurance middlemen and passes the savings directly onto its members. And 100% of your monthly membership pays for the actual healthcare costs, helping the whole Crowd Health community stay healthy while keeping more money in your pocket. And check it out because they have an amazing offer just for our listeners. You can get 6 months, your first 6 months, for just $99 a month. That's a savings of almost 50% versus other standard pricing and a lot less than one of those crappy high deductible plans. If you want to get in on this, you just go to joincrowdhealth.com/99, double nines, numbers, number 99. Joincrowdhealth.com/99 and enter code hard factor at sign up. That's joincrowdhealth.com/99, promo code hard factor. Crowd Health is not insurance. It's a community powered alternative. Terms and conditions may apply.
And it's a cool idea. Like, it's a cool concept that they're sort of like saving on the benefit of cash payment as a community.
Hey man, I'm all about community. All right, guys. As we've talked about on this show pretty extensively, California has a bit of a wildfire problem, right, Will?
Yeah, you could say that. The worst ever last 2 years running.
You could say that. And over the last 3 or 4 months, tens of major fires have displaced thousands of Americans and kept the overworked and underpaid men and women who fight those fires with a seemingly impossible and always dangerous task of trying to contain them. And when you hear about a wildfire, the worst possible news that you can hear is that it wasn't caused naturally, but instead because of a gender reveal or general human negligence, aka a gender reveal, or in the worst possible case, on purpose. You never want to hear that a wildfire started on purpose.
No, but it happens though. Sometimes there's just crazy people who are like, I was going to start a fire, and then they go start a fire.
It's sexual for them, as is most depravity. But it appears, guys, that in the case of the Fawn Fire, a wildlife fire that has burned more than 8,500 acres in Northern California since September 22nd, and is currently only 50% contained, the origins may have been, in fact, intentional. Yeah, it's pretty big bummer here, guys. 30-year-old Alexandra Sovinara, whose occupation on LinkedIn is Shaman. That's okay. How do you get that gig?
What?
She yeah.
They allow that in LinkedIn?
You get paid for that?
It's a thing. Yep. That's the shaman there.
Wow.
Oh, look at those eyes.
Way whiter than I expected.
Look at those
for
eyes.
a shaman. I don't know if that's racist, but
Yeah, you're going to discredit her when she says she's a shaman?
That's interesting. The first thing you notice is her eyes. So 30-year-old Alexandra Soverneva. Yeah, her occupation, shaman. She's facing felony arson charges with an enhancement. This is important, of committing arson during a state of emergency, right? So it's kind of like when you get busted for hitting someone over 65, right? The crime has a maximum penalty of 9 years in prison. And Alexandra, she's a former forestry student and yoga teacher, now shaman.
What? She was training to be a firefighter.
Oh yeah, dude, and she has she has an undergraduate degree from Caltech Poly in biology, and she's gotten her learn on big time. And
Something in the forest upset her.
Lots of smart, crazy people out there.
Changed her path. She went from protecting the forest to wanting to destroy it. Is that what?
Well, innocent till proven guilty, but we'll see. Let me tell you the rest of the story. You be the judge. So she was claiming, she pled not guilty. She's claiming that the blaze was triggered accidentally while she was doing shaman shit in the woods.
Okay.
You might say, what shaman shit? Or I'm sure the judge said, what shaman shit? It's pretty simple. She was trying to
show you.
she was trying to boil bear urine to quench her thirst.
To drink it?
How'd you get that?
Yep. So, according to Alexandra, on September 22nd.
How'd she get that?
On September 22nd, Alexandra was on a totally normal hike to Canada. And a 700-mile hike can really take it out of you. And even shamans get thirsty. But luckily, she came across a puddle in a dry creek bed. But apparently, the water had been contaminated with bear piss. Bummer, right? We've all been there before. So first, she tried to filter out the piss with a tea bag, but that didn't work. So
no way. The tea bag didn't get rid of the pee in the water.
No, it didn't. So she attempted to
just
boil
added tea to it.
Right, I know. What the fuck?
Now it's water, tea, and piss.
I thought you were a fucking shaman, lady.
Now it's a delicacy in China.
Yeah, she's obviously a moron.
I'm an alchemist too.
What are you, a shaman in training?
Dumber does this story get?
It gets dumber, boys. Okay, anyway, so that didn't work. So she then attempted to make a fire to boil the piss out of the water. But she told officers later it was too wet for the fire to start. So she said, fuck it, and drank the bear piss tea anyway.
So does pee have a different burning point, smoke point than water, like steam? So the pee would burn off faster than the water? Pretty sure she was just condensing the pee into a more just solidified pee. Just more pee. The less water in there when it evaporates, just more pee for her.
She was just making herself feel better.
Yeah.
I did everything I could.
Yeah.
I think I got it. Now I will drink it.
I mean, no offense, guys, but you guys don't know shit about forestry or shamanry.
Right. True.
Okay, does she? I guarantee she doesn't. There's no way she knows to get pee out of water, you boil it and add tea to it.
Well, if she didn't know shit, would it say shaman on her LinkedIn page?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good point.
That's a further. That's yes. That's a affirmative.
Yeah.
If she didn't know shit, she would have shaman as her occupation.
Damn, the Polacks and the shamans are going to crush today. If there's a Polish shaman out there, he is not coming back.
No, he's not.
Just a thought. Why isn't it Shaw woman? You know?
Yeah, Shaw woman.
Have you thought about that? Okay. Anyway, so here's what happened. So she told authorities she tried to boil the bear piss out of her tea. Didn't work. So because it was too wet in the forest, she told authorities. So she ended up just drinking the bear piss tea anyway, and bam, on to Canada she went.
Okay.
But yeah, it wasn't long before she became completely surrounded by flames and then had to get rescued. And apparently this shaman had been doing some freaky shaman stuff earlier in the day at a quarry not far from that creek bed that really freaked out the quarry workers, who told her that she was trespassing, probably from a distance, so they were out of range of her spells. Anyway, the quarry workers saw her throw some CO2 cartridges in the quarry, and they found that suspicious. And then shortly thereafter, a fire popped up. So Alexandra may have.
She was doing whippets in the quarry and lighting fires next to it. to fucking boil
Shaman
bear piss.
shit. What a day. What a day. She's doing whippets and then drinks bear piss and then starts fires. That's a day.
It's huge. Yeah, she may have put at least 2 fire spells that contributed to the fawn fire out there, and authorities are saying that she may be responsible for other fires. And when investigators put 2 and 2 together, they asked her to empty her pockets and her fanny pack, or I guess she probably calls it like her satchel or something, where they found the same CO2 cartridges that matched the one at the quarry, a functioning lighter, and a white item containing a green leafy substance that she admitted to smoking earlier in the day.
So those were, it's not CO2 though, it's nitrous, right? I'm sure that
look, there's nothing you can really do with CO2 that CO2 will actually put out a fire.
Why didn't she just cast her spell of invulnerability?
I don't know. Before I get in, I'm going to take it to the internet real quick, but before I do, I looked through her Facebook. What do you guys think this is?
Oh, it's like a hand, like some type of weird Halloween decoration.
It looks like her lighting a fire in her face.
Yep. That's
you're right, Mark. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like her standing
Firework
and lighting a fireball
face.
next to her face.
She might want to take that up for Facebook. Let's take it to the internet, guys. Let's take it to the internet. Okay, guys. Sean fucked. F-E-U-C-H-T. I guess that's how you say it.
Fuked.
How would you say it?
I was fuked.
Yeah, Sean fucked, a missionary, activist, artist, speaker, author, and the founder of multiple worldwide movements, including Burn 24/7, which he started in his dorm room, Light a Candle, and Hold the Line. Not to mention, this guy also produced, recorded, and released 22 music albums, co-authored 5 books, and created numerous teaching resources and developed an online school. Has also, again, ignited several global missional initiatives. Sean says, friendly reminder, this lady purposefully tried to burn down our town and endanger our homes and families. Some of you don't live in fire areas and don't understand the fear that spread through our town because of her. Is she crazy? Yes, without a doubt. Does she need Jesus? Yes, without a doubt. But is she still crazy? Yes, she is. And that is what I called her. Doesn't mean God cannot grip her heart, and I pray that happens, but she still is crazy. Crazy face emoji. Mm-hmm. That's all. Cry face. Peace. So Sean posted that, right?
Yeah, so she's crazy, but he still feels she could redeem herself somehow.
Mm-hmm. Sean's a pretty accomplished guy. So all that stuff I got from his website. Anyway, so to which.
Hey, if he's being that nice and he lives in the area, that's actually pretty nice. How many houses has it burned down? Hasn't it burned down a
90
shitload of houses? Yeah, it's like yeah, she's a fucking terrorist.
She's bad. So Chad Nedowin says, Sean fucked. The Bible tells us to be discerning in these circumstances. You did nothing wrong. Keep fighting, brother. Cheering him on. Okay. Well, yeah. To which Star Stripes replied, at Sean fuck. She has a legion for sure. The eyes, eye emoji, are the window of the soul. And
Wes caught that as well, just like Stars and Stripes.
What is the legion? What does the legion mean? A lot of the biblical stuff flies right over my head. I don't understand it.
She means she's got she's
part
of a demon cult.
She's a demon. Yeah. There's a lot of good demon movies out there.
Yeah.
Isn't there a movie called Legion?
Well, we are Legion. I am Legion. I don't know.
Oh, right.
It means she's got a group of crazies that she belongs to.
Right, she's got a legion. So anyway, that seemed to strike a chord with Patty Anderson. Patty Anderson added, at Stars and Stripes, I agree about the eyes. most of these corrupt people have these eyes. Whoa. And I'm like, okay, yeah, Stars and Stripes, I guess, I don't know, got back in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was Debbie Blackford who got back in, saying...
She knows.
She knows. The article says she's a shaman and that she has contact with the evil underground. Definitely crazy and has demons.
Yep.
Yeah, wait a minute. She wasn't even hiding that on LinkedIn. Why didn't they stop her beforehand?
I don't know, man.
She's a shaman.
I guess maybe they thought she was a faker.
She's advertising her. What do they call that when the demon takes you over?
Possession or
possession? Yeah, she's just advertising it.
She was possessed, I guess. Stars and Stripes responded back to Patty saying, Patty, there is no peace in her eyes emoji. It is the look, eyes emoji, of the thief who comes to steal, kill, and destroy, John 10:10.
Oh, wow.
And,
he included the verse, too.
Right. So he attached a little word meme there with John 10:10 scripture on it, with a cross in front of a sky that's on fire.
Burning.
So, Mark, this is for you, just to break this scripture and analogy down in case anyone isn't up on their Bible shit. John 10:10 is from a trio of shepherd parables, with the thief widely understood to be a reference to the self-serving human leaders of Israel during Jesus' time. And in this case, Alexandria Soverna is just like the self-serving human leaders of Israel. Any questions?
They're a bunch of shamans. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. So Julie Tolber Vilami Dovidich, she vibed on that scripture. And she said, Stars and Stripes, the darkness, or eyes are darkness and need deliverance. So I want to get your take on that. Wes brought it up, but
it's clear as day.
I mean,
pop those things up again. Oh yeah, she's crazy. Look at those eyes.
Do you think?
Take those eyes.
Look at the other picture too.
I mean, she is really staring daggers. Whoa.
Yeah. Come on. Look at
this. That's she's got a possession going on.
John 10:10 was onto something. John was onto something.
Look at those eyes.
I'm telling you.
That's terrifying.
Also on her Facebook, there's like a great, like, you know how people like take gnomes places?
There they are.
Ooh, haunting.
Like garden gnomes. She like took a big ass crystal on a road trip. There's like a bunch of like pictures of like the crystal in front of like a McDonald's for some reason, or like.
Oh, well, she needs to be. I mean, they need to get her out of here. Like you can't burn down 90 houses and then
seems
not
like
get
Sean
the fucking
fucked
book
is on
thrown
it.
at you.
His
Yeah,
whole
get her
community.
arrested. Can you get her picture back up there again, Pat?
Which one do you want, the tight or the wide?
No, the wide, the one you just put up.
The first
just put the first one.
No,
the first one. Go back one. She
Mugshot.
look. Tell you what
Mugshot
she looks like. Yeah, the very first picture you ever put up. Just that one.
There you go.
She looks like she fucks. That's what she looks
Well,
like.
for sure. But also
Those eyes to me don't say
also
John 10:10. They say, something sexual. Please.
This way comes.
Yeah,
intensity.
Yeah.
Intensity in the sack, intensity in the shaman world, intensity in the fire starting.
You guys ever slept with the shaman?
Intensity with the whippets. Yeah.
I'd like to.
There's no way that you're having bad sex with someone who lights fires for fun. No. You know?
Yeah, it's not exactly missionary, is it?
It's whatever you're
bitch.
into.
Like seriously, I mean the fires are
90
so
houses.
fucking horrible.
Yeah.
90 houses. Get her out of here.
Oh, apparently she's responsible. So she lit 2 that became the Fawn Fire, and they're pretty sure she lit multiple others in Northern California.
Purpose.
Yeah.
So did she get like shunned from being a firefighter? Is this what happened? Like, because you said she was formerly in the forestry service. So like, did she get like, what happened there? Why?
So she
what's
seems
up with
to me
this?
like a career student. That's what she seems like, because she has two undergraduate degrees in science plus a forestry.
She just went crazy. She just
like
lost her
2-year
fucking
degree,
mind.
and she's getting her doctorate.
Once she mastered the classic arts, she went to the evil arts,
to the dark arts,
to the dark arts. Yeah,
she just lost her fucking mind.
Yeah, she
her ex-husband has a house in that area.
Yes.
Could be that. I mean, I bet LinkedIn like asked, "Are you sure?" It says Shaman. Like, are you sure? I guess you can type whatever in there.
I think we could get to the bottom of it with 2 questions to the Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
If we had
anyway,
horrible.
Thinking about the people up there, fuck that lady. But it sounds like Sean
fuck her.
fucked in his community. It can't be fucked, right?
Stay safe if you're near a fire.
It's not Sean. It's Sean Fuched.
Fuched. Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry. He's got 22 music albums that he's recorded. So
yeah,
it's
sure
a lot.
Great.
He's a religious guy. They pump him out.
Yeah, no, I know, dude. This guy is really
well. This lady,
you should go to his website.
Look, this lady's just like a slam dunk. She's an insane shaman who's like guilty, so guilty. So it's just going to be
Sean
they
could
could
write
say
a whole
anything they
album
want
about
about
her. Yeah, Sean might get his 23rd about this lady.
Yeah, that Sean thread's great too. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us today on Hard Factor. Have a great fucking day.